Silver Lining by Maride. One day I was walking down the street, trying not to stare at my feet. My heart was in a lonely place, so I'd shut it out and raised my face. As I looked around, I began to see all the goings-on happening around me. In a yard, behind a fence, a child plays in innocence. His smile is pure, his laughs are gold. His story probably will never be told. But in this moment, he doesn't care. With the sun in his face and breeze in his hair, he plays with his toys, his dreams all fulfilled, completely enthralled in his endless world. Two schoolgirls whisk by on their bikes, graduated to two-wheelers from trikes, ribbons tangled in their hair. They are still too young to care that their skirts are wrinkled, blouses stained, their smiles reflect an absence of pain. Their laughter at jokes they privately share without having to release words into the air. Their secrets are priceless, their make-believe real. They have no care or concern about how they will feel 5 years from now when their hormones kick in and all of their fussing and primping begins. An elderly couple sit on their porch swing. Neither of them seems to be doing anything, but their wrinkled, arthritic, spotted hands still fold, entwined with each other, still willing to hold the one they promised that they'd never leave, and they ponder the decades of life that they've weaved, the friendship that formed over the years, over the laughter, over the tears. They think of their children in fondness and joy. Their hearts swell with love for their new grandbaby boy. Their aged eyes see much more than those with younger eyes. They watch and know all the secrets that walk by. With hands held by each other, they wait for the day that they can finally close their eyes and just slip away. A boy in his teens who thinks he's a man drives by as loud and as fast as he can. A glimpse of sunglasses, finely tuned hair, music selected with utmost care. Rich jacket, rich style, rich car, rich clothes. He makes sure that no one can follow him home to his mom's rundown trailer where Dad left the mat. Dad who bought him the rich car, the rich hat. The dad who left Mom with nothing. And the boy knew why. And that he understood made him want to cry. And his perfectly built image crumbles behind his door. Not wanting to sit and pity his mom anymore, he goes to bed dreaming of a better day when maybe, just maybe, this pain will go away. Across the lane from his bedroom, a young girl his age is wishing and wishing she could think of some way to be thinner or prettier, to change what she sees when she looks in the mirror and she falls to her knees. And she looks at the powder, repeats what he said about how it'd make her eat less over in her head. And she closes her eyes. She's been told it's not right, but she knows in her heart that she can't lose this fight. She has to keep losing, shredding those pounds so that her true beauty can finally be found. A middle-aged man steps into a bus. His clothing is hectic. His hair is rushed. His eyes are tired as I walk by. He looks like if he had the time, he would cry. His skin is waxen, his shoulders strained. He couldn't be older than 30 by a day, but the lines on his face would betray a decade more. The pepper of gray, his tendency to ignore his health, his sleep, his friends, his life. He sits on the bus, tries to relax, sighs, wonders when he might have the time to remember who he was. Then he sees a dime on the floor, and he picks it up. Each penny counts, and in his mind becomes distracted by amounts. A woman walks past me blindly down the street, avoiding the eyes of the people she meets. She wears a smart, tight business suit. Under one arm she carries her loot, a paper bag with her only friend, so she can sleep next to her husband again. That is, if he's home, if he's not working late, which of course she knew meant he was out on a date, and the liquor would help her to tolerate the pain when he came home and still tried to hold her again. To her relief, she would go to bed alone that night, and the liquor would still help to ease the bite of the memory of the love they shared before he wandered off somewhere. And as I returned to my home, my doorstep, I realized, and believe me, I nearly wept. And I wished that I could share more love, that I could heal all their pain, help them rise above, and I knew that my pain would drive my goal, to try to heal, to bare my soul, to help to ease others' pain, to show them they can love again, to show them that they can still smile, if only for a little while, that there's always a chance to restart, that there's more room in a broken heart, that there's fresh air in the room where the windows broke, that there's always reason for one more stroke, that there is a silver lining on every cloud, that they can find a reason to be happy somehow, that no matter how terrible life gets, keep smiling and live without regret, and somehow you will find a way to live and enjoy another day.